My earliest memory of clay goes back to the 20th century, to 1968. I was a freshman at the School of the Art Institute. I went to register. He said, well, what do you want? I said, well, I want painting. He said, well, all the painting classes for freshmen are filled. I said, well, what can I take? He says, well, you can take ceramics or you can take weaving. So I took ceramics. So it's pretty much by default that I ended up in ceramics, and I loved it. I mean, I can remember going home at night and having my shoulders ache because I couldn't center. And then that day that the clay was centered, it just resonated throughout my entire body. I think basically I'm good with my hands. I would rather like bake a cake, make a pie, anything where I can work with materials and make something has appeal to me. I would much rather do that than sit down and read about some critical theory. I'm gonna go make a pie. As an artist, you're always asked to kind of give the raison d'etre. What are the reasons? Like, we want to know why this is like, and that there's something deep-seated. So I think when I initially said that my palette is like the winter here, the winter in Allegheny County, I mean, part of it was I kind of made it up. But then it really is, it's true, because the winters here are very stark. The palette is very limited. But in the late fall and the early spring, when the trees are first starting to get the buds, there are these mahogany colors. There are these rich tones of brown. It's not, you look at it and people think, oh, it's just simple atonal black to white grays. And you start to look like, no, that's a really warm brown. There's a lot of red. And a couple years ago, I was asked to send a piece to the University of Washington for a show to celebrate Patty Warshina and her students from the University of Washington. So I'm standing here at the dining room table, and I'm wrapping up this white slip-cast cup box piece. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, oh my God, Currier, you're doing the same damn thing. You know, one is very seemingly abstract. One is handheld in the cups. But this relationship of how to find recessions and how to find projections and a kind of dynamic that can occur when they collide. So this is 1992, the cup box was 1972. I'd like to think that there's some evolution, but maybe it's just the outward physical manifestation. Work might look better, well, look different. Not better, but look different. But it might be that I'm still riding a single theme. Success are these little things where you open the kiln and then, oh my God, that's great, it worked. Or success is when you're just like, I can't figure this out. And then you keep working it, and then it's like, all of a sudden it just starts to come together. Kind of like that guy from the A-Team who used to say, I love it when a good plan comes together.